If you test your drink and it comes up positive, what happens then? You get up and you walk away from the table, you never talk to that person again, or does it become an intense manhunt of everybody in the bar to find out who's doing this? What is up? My name is Eric. This channel is called Report and Opine. I am back. This, of course, is the epicenter for all of your current and captivating coastal elite chaos. So please hit that subscribe button, like the video, ring the notification bell, leave a comment or two, share this with a friend. Let's go. Now, ABC News is on an absolute tear. I cannot state that strongly enough. As California goes off the deep end, ABC 7 Bay Area is there to document the entire thing and let you know that it's all absolutely fine. They're keeping up with the climate propaganda. They are happy to report raising prices. They are promoting insane new laws. And some of those laws were created because they failed to enforce the old ones. Some of the laws are created to make sure that everybody is on board with this weirdo LGBT BBQCIA takeover or whatever. They do not want to close the border. They do not want to stop the human or drug smuggling. They do not want to stop the crime in general. You certainly don't want to kick the habit, but you should test your dope for fentanyl before you shoot it up under the Bay Bridge. But now people want fentanyl, so whatever. And I did make a video about a handful of the new laws that passed in California. Go ahead and check that out. But somehow, some way, this sort of slipped by me, no pun intended. From ABC 7 Bay Area, new California law requires bars and nightclubs to offer roofie tests. Here's what to know. So in California, they are admitting that the entire state has basically been taken over by criminals and junkies and prostitutes, but they're not going to try to fix that problem at all. They're going to blame it on the bars. And because they are all in the pockets of criminals or Soros DAs or whatever the hell is going on out there, they would much rather see these business owners pay a fine and punish them while the dope dealer gets a payday and probably a little bit more. But that aside, as far as the customer or the patron of the bar is concerned, they should not think about going to a different place. They should not think about slowing down on their drinking at all. They should know that they can continue to go to the very same spot and the bar is going to protect them.
New year and a new law that's aimed at making a night on the town safer. You hear often about people going to a bar and not remembering anything because someone slipped something into their drink. ABC 7 News reporter Terry.
No, you don't. You don't hear that often. You just made that up. That's media propaganda. You do not hear that often. What are you talking about?
Campbell shows you what's changing to protect people.
The goal.
And it's always to protect people, right? If it's not going to be life and death, just know that they are doing this for your safety, to protect you. It has nothing else to do with any other weirdo backdoor deals going on. It's just for your safety.
The goal is to make scenes like this more safe. In just a matter of months, most bars and nightclubs across the state will be required to have drug testing kits available to help customers know if their drink has been spiked.
I think it's...
Okay, so yeah, the drug testing kits are going to show up in the bar to keep you safe. And so you test your dope and it comes out positive. Then what? You get up and walk away walk away from who you're drinking with? Or does it become an intense manhunt throughout the entire bar to see who's responsible for this?
super important, especially as a woman being out at night.
As a woman, what is that? What is what are you talking about?
You are not here for women. We ask you to leave.
What is that?
Consuming alcohol, you don't want to be at the wrong place with the wrong people.
I think it's a good idea. Make people feel more safe.
The kits typically include a strip, sticker, or straw that can detect common roofie or date.
Why do they always look like this? The shaved sides and the glasses. I mean, they are a meme of themselves and they don't even realize it.
I'm triggered.
Rape drugs like ketamine or GHB.
And let's I think, in my own tinfoil hat opinion, this has to be some weird backdoor deal. Just like with the Narcan, they're putting ads all over the place. Get Narcan, get Narcan. So if you're hooked on dope, that's a win for the drug smuggling, people smuggling, political thugs. If you are on Narcan, they cut a backdoor deal for that too. So they win either way. And I haven't done the research. I don't know for sure. But They are not just doing this for free out of the kindness of their heart. It has to be something else.
I worked here for a long time, and I've seen people sort of touch other people's drinks, and I immediately just get rid of the drink because I think you have to be careful.
The longtime San
But I thought we live in a utopia, right? I mean, you're not allowed to have a gun. That's too scary. You can't protect yourself. So the bar is going to protect you?
Francisco bartender says she does what she can to help keep customers safe, and she thinks making testing available makes sense.
There are situations, there are times when someone will get up to go to the bathroom, and I keep an eye on things.
I know men probably experience it too, but it's something that a lot of women are very cautious about when they go out.
I know it happens all the time. I worked at a bar and someone got roofied there one time, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This guy looks trustworthy, bro. He's been drinking all day. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, I worked at a bar. It makes sense. This can't be real, bro. When these reporters go out and talk to people, they must find the literal stupidest people. Because I've talked to people in San Francisco, in New York on my own, and they're not even this dumb. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Oh, it's going to help women, and I've seen it. What are you talking about, bro? None of this makes any sense.
This doesn't make any sense.
And you can talk about we're going to do gender neutral toys. Right? That's what they're worried about. They're not going to close the border. They're not going to allow you to protect yourself. In fact, they're going to tax that even more. But they're going to, I assume, there's a punitive fine for bars who don't capitulate to this. It's ridiculous.
I've seen it myself.
We have a crisis that's taking place that's resulting in sexual assault that's targeting primarily women and members of the LGBTQ communities.
I know some of you niggas don't be supporting the Libicotia, but nigga like me, Libicotia supporter.
Okay. So this is supposed to keep the women, which, depending on the day, we don't even know what it is, and the LGBTQ community. But I thought they were saints. They could do no wrong, right? We heard that Scott Wiener was arguing to lower the penalties because it was targeting LGBTQ youth.
The sex offender registry is so bloated with people who are not a threat to anyone or no longer a threat that it is not useful to law enforcement in promoting public safety. So by limiting the sex offender registry to people who are actual predators, to people who are actually dangerous, we enhance law enforcement.
Lowenthal introduced AB 1013 early last year. In the fall, it became law.
By way of example, I have members of my staff that have been roofied. There are members of the legislative body that have been roofied.
Lily Horton says it almost happened to her.
They told me they wanted me to leave with them, so they got a drink and they passed it behind their back. My friend caught that and then defended me.
Bar owners are required to have tests available starting in July, and it's up to them whether they charge customers. Tara Campbell, ABC 7 News.
Okay, so as we know, this is not going to help anybody. This is only created to pad the pockets of whoever is behind these testing kits, as well as get some money from the law-abiding business owners who are going to eventually end up paying a fine or being responsible if they don't have enough of these testing kits behind the counter. And just like with fentanyl, we don't want you to kick the habit. We want you to remain right on the brink of death so we can use you as a political wedge, but we don't want you to really wake up to what we're doing and how we're destroying the state of California. And I said it before, but it does bear repeating. If you test your drink and it comes up positive, what happens then? You get up and you walk away from the table, you never talk to that person again, or does it become an intense manhunt of everybody in the bar to find out who's doing this? So while junkies are setting fires all over the place, crime is still through the roof, Oakland doesn't even have a chief of police, 911 doesn't work, but apparently the most pressing issues are roofie testing kits and gender-neutral toys.